This is Dewa Jatak. Again, here you can see two. So, Buddha is embodying this particular soup. It is embodiment of Buddha himself. Because if you have read it in one of the Chinese accounts, Anand is asking Buddha, when Tathagata, that means Buddha, is gone, what should we do with the relics of Buddha? And Buddha is supposed to have said to Ananda that you should build a mound over it. So stupas are commemorative mound structures. So that was part of the system, because when we talk about a stup, the very first reference you get in Vedas itself. So commemorating a mound-like structure was part of the system. So he said you should do the same with my relics as well. And here Buddhism will acquire a very different meaning, because it is going to be related to a different philosophy, and they are going to depict their ideals on the walls. So the idea is same, but how it will evolve, that changed. Okay, so here you can see this. Here you can see flying deities. So here, when we see, have you seen any of the religious shows on TV? So they, if you look at television, they used to show a lot of, I remember when I was a child, they used to show Ramayana, Mahabharata, a lot of Puranic stories as well. If you notice it, if something divine is happening, all the gods are going to appear on the screen automatically. So something divine is happening here and they'll be sitting here. And what is it showing? It is showing that something divine is happening here. So when we are looking at flying Gandharvas, it is depicting that something divine is going on here. Okay. And again, this is part of Buddhism, this is part of Jainism, this is part of Hinduism. In Indo-Islamic architecture, you will not find it. Why? If you are going to replicate this example in Indo-Islamic art and architecture, you are in huge trouble. Why? Islam में बुत परस्ती haram है. What is the idea? That you shouldn't bow down before anyone but Allah. And Allah is somebody whose form is not defined. He is formless. He or she, whatever. Allah is formless. So when Allah is formless and you shouldn't bow down before anyone but Allah, and you are depicting a human figure there, and you are going and bowing down, it is going to be against the very basic principle of Islam. That is why in Indo-Islamic architecture, you see strikingly human figures are missing. So there your examples will change. This is going to be part of Jainism. This is going to be part of Buddhism. This is going to be part of Hinduism. These flying deities, and they are holding garlands. Again from Barhu. And here you can see that these people are worshipping, again, men and women, both of them have been depicted. Look at this Bodhi tree.